Yeah, well, I knew that ritual in some form or fashion would be really important to me, just because I knew myself enough to know that this was something I would need. So I created ritual around a ceremony to say goodbye. So I did that. The first, like I said, we planted a tree and wrote letters and everything. So those were the first. With the second, I was a little more private about it, and I just planted roses by myself. I don't know why I didn't want as many people coming in with me on that one. I don't know. I don't really know what that was about. But to get through every day and to, I don't know, I knew I knew I needed to dive all the way in to my grief. And I knew that part of me doing that would be creating some sort of ritual every day. I mean, I knew I would need something to touch base with what I was going through. So I lit candles, all the time. There were always candles, and usually I still light candles all the time with different intentions. And so I did that. I luckily had a yoga practice already in place. I think I would have been pretty lost without my yoga practice. I spent a lot of time in child's pose crying. I remember one class when we did this really gentle heart opening thing, and I was lying back and I think tears probably like spurted into the sky or something. But I spent a lot of time crying in yoga, and it just felt really good to not have to talk about it, not have to name it, just let it go. So I spent a lot of time in yoga. And yoga had also given me tools to know that that while we're in something right now we're in something, but that it's going to change, and that we will be out of it at a certain point, and that everything's transitory. So just trying to stay okay with right now. So I used mantra a lot. I talked to myself a lot, and when I really just kept replaying in my head, it was just like Om Shanti 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 Om, which is just peace, 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 peace. So I would just say that to myself again and again. And sometimes I just would have to breathe and say, right now, I am okay. I am okay right now. Like just bringing me back to right now. So a lot of that, a lot of my ritual became around creating beauty. So I tried to set the table nicely, or instead of just rushing through things, I wanted things to have intention and mindfulness. So that was a big part of day-to-day healing, I guess. And I spent, countless hours in the woods and at the beach and with my dogs. And I felt this, it was like this bizarre out-of-body experience where when I was in these deepest places of grief, I felt kind of alone from I felt alone as a woman, as human culture, kind of oh my God, I'm the only one who's this ever happened to, kind of felt alone like that. But I felt so connected with nature and with bird moms, and just the life and death happens in all of nature, and that was really comforting for me. I don't know, and I felt really, really deeply connected with all the beings of the natural world, and connected to ancestors and mothers of other times. I just felt alone, in my friends, kind of I was the only one going through this with my friends, but it was a very deep connection with the natural world that I felt, and I still feel now. And it was I obsess about the bird nests, the bird families that build their nest under our deck, and I watch them really obsessively, and it's kind of weird, but I can't stop thinking about the moms. So I kind of went off on a tangent, but yeah, nature, yoga, candles, meditation, mantra, and just making life feel beautiful. So.